In the shadowed grandeur of the great hall of assembly, where the mighty houses of cherem plot their destinies, a single figure stands motionless, a human, alien to this world. Defying tradition and expectation, whispers ripple through the crowd. Why is a human standing there? Little do they know, this is no mere guard. It's the harbinger of retribution. Born from unbreakable bonds, forged in the fires of loyalty, I remember the day I first set foot on Cherem, a world of swirling mists and towering spires that pierced the crimson skies like ancient spears. The air hummed with the low thrum of anti-grav vehicles, and the Karelma, furred beings with eyes like polished obsidian, moved with the grace of predators who had long ago claimed dominion over their domain. I was just a wanderer then, a human explorer hired as a bodyguard for odd jobs across the stars, but fate has a way of weaving threads we never see coming. It started with House Corallo. Lord Ellender, head of his noble line, was a visionary among his kind, wise. With a mane of silver fur that spoke of battles won and wisdom earned, he sought me out in a dingy spaceport cantina on the edge of the galaxy. Human, he said, his voice a deep rumble that echoed like thunder in a cavern. They say, your kind bonds with anything, even the unworthy. I need protection from shadows that hunt me. Will you stand by my side? I nodded, intrigued by the desperation in his eyes. For the right price. Sure, but loyalty, that comes free if you earn it. Little did I know how deeply those words would bind us for 2 long years. We ran from the neon-lit underbelly of orbital stations to the desolate canyons of forgotten moons. Elander and I evaded the assassins of House Palermo. Lord Varek Palermo, a ruthless schemer with ambitions as vast as the void, saw Elander as a threat to his rise. Poisoned blades in the night, sniper fire from hidden perches, ambushes in crowded markets. We faced them. A Lylander would often chuckle during our quieter moments, sharing stories around flickering campfires. Humans are peculiar, he'd say, poking at the embers with a clawed hand. You sweat when hot, laugh in the face of danger, and form pacts with strangers. Why protect me, a furred alien with no kin to you? I leaned back against a rock, staring at the stars. It's what we do, pack bonding. They call it back home. Once you're in your family and family fights together. He'd nod, his eyes softening, and in those moments, I saw the weight he carried, the legacy of his house. The ceremonial duties he was forced to abandon. The great houses demanded their heads stand as honor guards once a year. A relic of old traditions, missing it thrice meant exile from power. Elander had already skipped to chased by Palermo's killers. We grew close. Like brothers from different worlds, I'd teach him human games, poker with scavenged card swap. He shared Coralmo lore, tales of ancient assemblies where honor was law. But the shadows closed in one fateful night on a storm-ravaged planet. As lightning cracked the sky like shattered glass, the assassins struck. We were holed up in a ruined temple, rain pounding the stone like angry fists. I was scouting the perimeter, my boots sinking into mud, when I heard the scream. A guttural roar cut short. I raced back, heart pounding, pulse rifle humming in my hands. There, in the dim glow of our lantern, Elander lay slumped against the wall, his silver fur matted with blood from a vibroni wound. 3 assassins loomed over him, their cloaks dripping, faces hidden behind masks. The contract is fulfilled, one hissed. Turning to me, I was a few steps too far. Damn the rain for slowing me, but rage fueled me. I fired the rifles, blue bolts lighting the night. One fell, then another, but the last escaped into the storm. Kneeling by Elander, I pressed my hands to the wound, but it was too late. His eyes met mine, dimming like fading stars. Human friend, he whispered, stand for me, the assembly, my house must not fall. His claw gripped my arm, then went limp. Grief hit like a supernova, burning through me. Humans pack bond, all right, deeply, fiercely. Elander wasn't just a client, he was my pack, and Palermo had ripped him away in that moment. Vengeance took root. Cold and unyielding, I buried Elander under a cairn of stones, marking it with a human cross, a symbol, alien to Cherem, but fitting for our bond. Then I set course for the heart of their world, the great hall of assembly. It was a colossal structure, marble pillars rising like giants, banners of the great houses fluttering in the wind. Whispers of Elander's absence had spread. Crowds gathered, curious if House Corallo would forfeit its place. I arrived at dawn, the sun painting the square in golden hues, dressed in simple black fatigues. I took the position of the honor guard right outside the hall, where heads of houses stood their vigil. The spot was marked by an ancient stone pedestal, etched with symbols of Duda Coralmo. Onlookers murmured, their fur bristling. A human here, one growled, this is sacrilege. But tradition held, the honor guard stands motionless for 8 hours. A test of endurance. No one challenged me outright. They watched, waiting for me to falter at hours. It sounds simple, but under Cherem's twin suns, it was torture. Sweat poured down my face, stinging my eyes, but I didn't blink. My muscles screamed, legs like lead, but I stood rigid, gaze fixed on the horizon. Memories flashed. Elander's laughter, our escapes, his final plea. Humans are resilient, built for endurance. Hunts on ancient savannas. We pushed through pain, driven by will alone. The crowd swelled, bets exchanged in hushed tones. He'll collapse. They said humans are weak, soft-skinned, but I endured, a statue of defiance. As the bell tolled the session's end, I knelt, exhaustion crashing over me like a wave, sweat dripped to no, tears mixed in. For the friend I'd lost then, they came a group burst from the hall. Led by a smug Caramo with golden Ferverac Palermo himself, his entourage halted. Confusion etching their faces, Varrock stepped forward, sneering, "Who are you, outsider? This is no place for your kind." I rose slowly, voice steady despite the ache. "I am House Corallo," he laughed, a bark that echoed impossible. "You're not even Coralmo. I am the one who traveled with Elander for 2 years, shielding him from your assassins." My words cut like blades. I was steps away when they struck. Now I stand in his place. His followers edged back, whispering, "Human pack bonding, dangerous." They knew our reputation, loyalty that borders on madness. Varrock hadn't caught on, so they finally got him. Excellent. House Carollo ends today. I stepped closer, eyes locked on his. "No, I stand as honor guard, fulfilling the duty, and now I fulfill the rest to kill House Palermo. You have 60 seconds to make peace with your gods," he sputtered, fear dawning. "What? You can't. Not here, in the square. Who will stop me?" I replied, calm as death. "The honor guard. I am the honor guard." The square fell silent. Tension thick as fog. Varrock's claws twitched, but he was no warrior, just a schemer. His entourage fled, tails between legs, leaving him exposed. He lunged, desperate, but humans are quick, adaptive. I sidestepped, drawing a concealed blade. Elander's own Vibronif reclaimed from his killer's one swift motion, and it was done. Varrock crumpled, life fading from his eyes. The crowd gasped, but none intervened. Tradition held sway. The honor guard's word was law. In that moment, blood pooled on the ancient stones, a testament to human resolve. In the aftermath, as authorities debated my fate, I realized the truth of our species. Humans aren't the strongest or fastest in the galaxy, but our bonds, our unyielding loyalty, make us unbreakable. We stand for the fallen, avenge the wronged, and in doing so, remind the stars that even the mightiest can fall to a single, determined soul. Elander's house endured, his legacy preserved by an outsider who became family. If this tale of human tenacity and unbreakable bonds moved you, hit that like button, subscribe for more epic HFY stories, and share with a friend who needs a reminder of what makes us special. What would you stand for? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the stars.